What is up, TCG gang? And I am back this week. I don't know if you know me anymore. I'm Team Sean, and I don't know him either. It's been so long.
Yeah, it's Kyle. You see me all the time.
But anyways, took a hiatus there. I am back. A lot of stuff going on, life and work, but Zach's been doing a great job on the channel. He's I just watched the last video with all the Pokemon openings.
We got a lot of those. We filmed a lot as a hint.
Yep.
We filmed a lot.
Yep. Zach is awesome. But hopefully you guys enjoy that. And we're back this week with some pickups, and we got some nice pickups for you this week. Got some handheld.
Well, mine's not a pickup.
Yeah.
I've had this, and I've had this.
Yeah, mainly me for handheld pickups. I officially have a PC, gaming PC now, handheld, but it's a gaming PC.
Yeah.
So I picked up the ROG Ally recently, and so far I love it. I'll show that off with you guys, and also got my modded PS Vita that I'll show real quick because you've seen enough of my PSP, but this is a Vita. Finally got a Vita modded with jailbroke it with PSP, my whole PSP library. Got a 256 gig SD card. Got access. I'll show you a few things on that. PKJ store, which is awesome. But yeah, you want to start with save the Steam Deck for last, or start with the? I guess we'll start with the.
I mean, they've already seen the Steam Deck.
They've seen.
You can go and watch that in another video. I just have it here to compare it to that ROG Ally.
We thought it'd be cool to compare it. Yeah. So the ROG Ally, I should probably keep it in frame here. ROG Ally is not OLED, but it runs 1080p. Came with this nice case. It came with it. I got it on sale at Best Buy, so far I'm very happy with it. Let me turn it on for you guys.
Yeah, because this is the original one.
Yes, well, this is the Extreme one, because first they came out with, this is technically the original, but it's the Extreme.
So the higher end.
The higher end, yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it's not the X. The Ally X just came out a few months ago. That's a black one. I think yeah. But what I like about this is, I was thinking about the Steam Deck, but this was a better deal, and I did want Windows 11 versus Linux, but that's still a nice system. But
I mean, technically, this is Steam OS. This is their own thing built on Linux, but yeah. Yeah,
but a lot of people do run Windows on. They can install Windows on it easily, but you have to tweak it a little bit, right? With Linux, I heard, but. I
just use the Linux stuff because it's fine. It all works fine.
Yeah, Steam Deck is fine, but we'll compare the screens a little bit. This is a 7-inch screen, 1080p. I don't know why. Probably because I'm not connected.
You're not connected to the internet.
Yeah, let me just go back to my desktop. I have a dock at home to hook it up to my monitors at home. I have dual monitors.
Keyboard, mouse, all that stuff.
Yep, and I have I hooked up a PS5 controller to play all my emulation because I have MU Deck on here for my emulation, and I figured out how to run MU Station on its own, so that way I don't need to go into. I actually didn't have to uninstall it, but I just found the program and I made a shortcut, and it runs in both. I can go into Steam or I can run it by itself. I like running it by itself in case I'm downloading something on Steam, which I ran into that problem last night. I was playing Need for Speed Underground 2 and downloading Ready or Not, this game that if you guys can see the shortcut. Where is it? A little hard to see, but it is right here.
Yeah.
That's a game that I've been desperately wanting to play with Kyle, and that kind of like that, because as a kid I used to play the SWAT games, so I love it. I used to play SWAT 4s. That was my first shooter I got into as a kid.
It's not going to let you because you need to connect to the internet, I think.
No, I just wanted to Steam. Do I allow? Just say yes, but I'm going to close it. Sorry guys, I just want to leave it on my desktop. I don't know why I keep clicking stuff. All right, leave it on my desktop. Yeah, so and the other main reason is I wanted to take Game Pass on the go, because I have Game Pass for Ultimate for PC and console. I've always had it for console, but
Now you can take full advantage of it.
Yes, now I can take Game Pass wherever I go, which is so nice. It's pretty comfortable in the hands. We got these back buttons too. These are cool because if you hold it down, unable to sync. Yeah, because I don't have Wi-Fi right now. If I hold down one of the back buttons and I go on the D-pad, little shortcut. So here's my applications. Down on the D-pad is the keyboard, or task manager. Then hit down again. It should close it. Up on the D-pad is my keyboard. Just quick shortcuts. It's cool.
I'm sure it's so much easier though when you have the keyboard and mouse hooked up to just use it like a normal computer.
Oh yeah, I did that last night. Yeah, it's pretty. How's it on the weight compared to?
Definitely lighter.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, but
it's a hefty boy.
I think the Steam Deck's more comfortable.
It definitely.
It's ergonomical.
It's got a little bit better of a hand feel. Definitely, the Steam Deck. Wins for that. It does have the back buttons as well. Back paddles. It's got multiple.
Yep, it's got.
You can change those to be whatever you want to do when you're playing games. It's also got all the triggers and stuff.
It's got a bigger screen too.
That's a bigger screen. It's also OLED, which is a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
I mean, you can turn it on. I've got a game running in it right now, but you just it's already on. Does this go into standby mode, by the way?
Yes, but it's I'll show you. It's so I'll open up my command center here. Here's all the settings you can tweak in the command center.
Yeah, I'll turn this off for a second.
So
takes a second.
this is a cool shortcut while you're in game. I can put it on performance mode. I'll leave it on. It's on turbo right now. That's fine. I usually run it on performance mode, but here's all my shortcuts in the command center. Resolution. I can change the resolution to 720 to run games better if I need to. But let me turn it into stand, and I can go.
Oh, you can like hibernate like a normal
it's just like a PC. Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't really have like.
So it doesn't have like a standby like quick resume like this does. So for instance, I just press the button,
and your game's right there.
And then you wait a few seconds for it to wake up, and your game's ready to go.
That's a nice screen. Yeah.
You know, the game's ready to go. Yeah. This is Blasphemous 1, in case anybody's curious. Yeah. I'm almost done with the game. It's really good, and I'm going to play the sequel eventually. But I just like that because it's very much almost like a like a DS or 3DS. Yeah. Like when you flip it down and flip it back up, it just instantly resumes. Or even the Switch.
Yep.
Xbox does it now. PlayStation kind of does it too.
Can you run Game Pass on that? Or, you have to.
You have to do a little bit of a workaround, but you can do that. Yeah. Yeah. I also play. I have Epic Games on here sometimes. I don't play too many of those other ones.
Nice.
But you can also play like Epic Games. I use this mostly to play like what you saw there, side scrollers and like
2D.
Yeah, I mean it can play a lot of other games fine. I just don't play them on here because I've got a gaming PC. This is great for when I'm on the can and I want to play something for a few minutes.
Me too. I take that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never. The main reason too, I just wanted. I know you can do Windows 11 on that, but I just wanted something with Windows 11, and because I don't have a gaming PC, I have an old laptop. That's my only PC that I've had for years. This is finally it's a gaming PC.
This is your first step.
This is my first. Yeah,
you're gonna want to eventually, and probably not right away, but I have a feeling you're gonna eventually want to actually have
build my own,
one or build your own.
Yeah, because this is nice on the go, but and
if you ever want to build your own, we can.
Yeah, true.
It's really not hard to build.
I gotta save.
What'd you do?
I gotta save a few bucks, guys.
Yeah. Obviously, yes, it's an investment. It's more of an investment, but you also need to remember that you're investing into something that you're probably going to be fine with for another 5 to 10 years before you have to do any sort of upgrades. Yeah. And usually, that's mostly going to be maybe some RAM
graphics card.
Your graphics card. Yes, the graphics card can be expensive. But shout out to AMD, not sponsored. They just recently released the new
speaking of AMD
RX graphics cards.
Speaking of AMD, that's
at half the price, and they're basically the same performance for the higher end for their middle tier to the higher end 50 series.
Nice. Yeah, AMD. This is my specs for.
And they had a lot more in stock too.
Yeah, this is my AMD program.
Nice. Yeah, this also runs AMD.
Nice. Yeah. One problem I had, I was telling Kyle with this the other night. For some reason, it wouldn't let me. It was kind of time consuming when I first got it because I had to update Windows. I had to update. There was several updates for the drivers and everything. That took like half hour let it do its thing. But then, for some reason, like the first week I had it, I could not run this program because this is where you can make your tweaks to the graphics and performance. It kept telling me the update is needed. I kept downloading the update and nothing. So I looked it up. I had to uninstall the drivers on AMD's website, and then pretty much uninstall them, reinstall them, and then download the program again, which worked fine. But that's my only minor complaint. But I mean, I was probably also doing something wrong. I could have probably gone into the driver and the task in the device manager too.
Yeah.
Which I read that after, but whatever. As long as it's still the games run fine. My games are running, so. And if there was a problem with my drivers, we would know.
Yeah. I do like the white.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I mean, obviously the Steam Deck in black. Black's always a great color to choose from.
Yep.
The thumbsticks I don't like as much as I do on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, these might have more little more.
The other thing that I really like
a little more tension.
Is not only is this touchscreen, but there's these touch pads.
Yeah.
So you can emulate mouse with those.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, this does not have touch.
Which that doesn't have. Obviously, this doesn't have. I'm not saying this is going to be 1-to-1. And then, as you were saying for the updates, this thing is much easier to update.
Yeah. Well, that's Steam OS. Yeah. That's pretty much everything in one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's easy. I don't know why I wanted something with Windows, and this.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea. This is a bad purchase.
Oh no.
Don't get me wrong.
No,
I'm just comparing them.
Right. I was the price. This was a little more. I mean, the OLED goes for like 700. Yeah,
yes.
This was on sale for $450.
Yes.
Regular six. This is like regular $650. It was $200 off at Best Buy. So
No, that's not a bad deal.
No.
This is $400 for like a mid-tier gaming PC.
Yeah, for my first gaming PC, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people will use these at like LAN parties and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Because, it's easy to move. You just put it in a bag and then you're good to go,
I got
basically.
my case. Yep.
Maybe some monitors and you hook it up and you're good.
When I go on vacation, I'm definitely taking this on the flight. I will not forget it. Definitely taking this for traveling because... just got to make sure that your games run offline and update them the night before, or in the airport you can update them. But definitely make sure and make sure you know how to open the game in offline, because some games nowadays do not run offline support. Or it's hard to
that's
find.
One of the tough things about
Yeah.
both of these. Even this kind of...
But emulation is fine.
If you're in a game already, it doesn't complain if you're not online. But it can complain if you are like offline and you're trying to launch a game. That part can be a little wonky depending. I think there's some settings you can do to change that. I just never really played with it because even though it's portable, I don't really take it anywhere.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It's nice though.
I brought it on a few trips sometimes, but like most of the time I don't bring it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna bring my laptop at that point. Which I have an ROG laptop. I have the Zephyrus 14 from a couple of years ago.
Nice.
Fantastic laptop. Chef's kiss. Great. Fantastic. It looks nice. It's in this nice white everything, but that's all we're talking about here.
Well, no, they have nice products, and I couldn't believe. And talk a little bit about performance. My favorite, one of my favorite racing games.
I do have an audio jack, by the way. I remember you asking yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, because
not to cut you off.
No, it's no problem. I was just going to say I was so pumped that Forza, one of my favorite racing games, Forza Horizon 5, runs at 60 FPS. Diablo was running at I got it to run in the 70s. It was in the 40s on. I tweaked the settings and I lowered the.
Does it go into auto standby or is that just Windows screensaver?
That's Windows.
Just a screensaver.
Screensaver, yeah. So Diablo, I had to tweak a little bit because. I lowered the resolution to 720 and I lowered the game settings to medium or low. I think it was, I forget. But anyways, it runs at 70 now. But you can't really tell the difference.
You could also, I'm not saying you need to get this anytime soon, but they also sell external GPUs that you hook up. So basically it would be you'd plug into the USB-C or in the dock or whatever that you have at home.
Yep.
And instead you use that GPU to play your games, so you can play games at a higher resolution and all that stuff. It just runs everything else on this, from the CPU and the RAM, but the graphics card is ran externally instead, and it can switch to like doing that.
Just for like stationary desktop.
Yeah, because it's a bigger like box, and you basically it's almost like a small like mini PC size.
And that's cool. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. And I'll show you.
You don't need that right now. I'm just saying for future proofing this thing.
Just wanted to show you my splitter I got, because one negative with this console is or this PC is I'll show you on. I need to remove my SD. I had it in there last night because I was when I had it docked, I didn't realize there was another port for the. But because when it's docked, it does not run on the splitter. It has to be directly plugged into this. So I have the micro SD drive is known to. Let me just take this out because let me just take this out for a minute. The micro SD slot is known to overheat cards and fry them. So I really don't want to run into that. So I picked up a splitter for my 1 terabyte. I got 1 terabyte SD card. I could have also modded the SSD with Kyle, but I didn't want to have to open it up right away.
Oh, like to
swap out the SSD.
A bigger SSD. That's super easy to do. Those are super duper easy.
But I got this for now. 1 terabyte, and then I know it kind of looks a little tacky there on the hanging off the side, but it actually is nice because when you're on the couch and you're not hooked up to a monitor, it extends your charging cable a little higher, a little more leeway for charging cable. But
it's floppy.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing. But when it's docked, I have a USB slot that I can just put my SD card reader in. But I didn't realize that, so last night I actually had it in the console. But that's the only negative is they're known to overheat. But
this also can take SD. I have one in here. I have mine right there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and
it doesn't overheat.
Yeah, because the way that this
I have a 1 terabyte.
I think they fixed it in the X, but. See how the fans are right here? Look at here's the SD slot.
Yeah.
Fans are right here. There's also fans on the back, or what do you call it? Fan windows, I should say. But the fans right there, and I think these are.
Those are speakers.
Oh, speakers, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
But anyways, I'll show you my Vita real quick. I got the Vita off Goodwill, and I finally modded it. And it was easy to mod. I've had it for a few months now, just have not got around to getting it on a video. But then I got this. I love the wrist straps. Yeah.
I mean, now though, you're probably using this.
I'm using this to emulate. Yeah. This is nice because it's more portable. You can just throw it in a pocket if I wanted to. But I got a custom theme on here from since I modded it. I turned off the theme music. Because you can play the theme songs. Here's my. I'll show you real.
The theme is just a black screen.
No, I'll show you. I got so PKG Store. That's where you can download all your games, all your Vita games and everything.
The store is still open too. The actual store.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Got some. What else I got on here? I got a Bubble Manager from Adrenaline. So Adrenaline runs your PSP games. Pretty much runs a PSP emulation right on the device. So, but the Bubbles app is cool because you can actually pin bubbles for certain games, like Gran Turismo. I have a bubble there because PSP games were not on the regular system, but I made bubbles for my favorites. And here's all my folders for my Vita games. Got lazy; these need to go in a folder. Yeah, these need to be cleaned up. But yeah, the PKG store is just so awesome to have access to the whole Vita library. I don't know if it's the whole library, but it's definitely most games right at your fingertips. And I'll show you here. I'll show you the Adrenaline. So we go into Adrenaline. So say I feel like loading my games right through the right through a PSP. Then it turns the system into a PSP. I still have my PSP, but this is nice because the 2 thumbsticks and obviously the better OLED. This is the original Vita, so it was in great condition. I didn't even have to clean it. It came from Goodwill. I just got lucky. It was a good deal.
Yeah.
It has a screen protector already on it.
Oh, so you didn't even.
It came like that. No,
somebody else had that on already.
Yeah, all I had to do was plug it in and mod it. Sweet. And the mod didn't even have to hook it up to a PC. I just did it right on because it has a browser on it, internet browser. Sweet. But the browser is old. It's not very good for surfing the web because a lot of the encryption is outdated. Yeah. But yeah.
Fun fact: your phone can do that.
Yeah.
Or that.
Or that. Yeah, exactly. I love this for browsing too. I have Twitter and everything on here. At home, I have the two monitors, so I usually have Twitter or Discord on one, or I'm watching something on one, and then I'm playing my game on the other. But anyway,
that also might be why some of your game. I don't know if you were doing that when you were playing Ready or Not. Maybe don't for more intensive games. Don't have something else playing.
Yeah, well, I had Twitter. I had Twitter open. Oh, yeah,
Twitter should be fine. But if you were like watching a stream or YouTube or something,
the GPU.
You're taxing the GPU to do.
Yeah, true. And I just want to show you one more thing on the Vita, then I'll shut up because you're probably tired of me rambling about handhelds with my Mio Mini and my PSP and all that. But this is the RetroFlow app, so it's cool. It's just everything's in one. So here's all my Vita games. It's just very clean. Here's all my Vita games. Hit square. Here's my PSP games. I just love the album work too. All the cases and the labels. Here's my PS1 games. So this is pretty much everything that was on my PSP. I just moved over, and I moved my save states over. That's pretty much it. I just want to show you this Vita. And like I said, I got a 256 gigabyte micro SD in here too. All right, well, this obviously since I got the ROG, I haven't played this as much, but this is good to just like take in your pocket for if you don't feel like, obviously more mobile. And I had to get my wrist strap. This did not come with it. I had to get my wrist strap. I love because my PSP had one. Yeah. So I found one on.
Might as well.
Yeah.
That's your chances of dropping it.
And I got this case. Similar to the Vita, similar to the PSP.
I had a hard shell one, but that thing broke. It's so dumb how bad it was. Yeah, it was great because the thing was like protected and safe, but the hinge on it like broke after like a month or two.
And that sucks. And also to wrap this video up, now that I have my PC handheld PC game, finally to play at home. I'm thinking about, it's so nice to have the emulation. I'm kind of thinking about eventually selling some of my systems that I don't play as much anymore. I'm talking like the GameCube, or maybe the ones that just sit in my basement that just, maybe make some money back. But because I can play everything on here, and I'm very definitely content with a controller and the monitor. But maybe eventually. But let me know what you think if you want me to save my collection or start. I don't know if you guys have gone through that yourself. If you're a PC gamer now and you kind of sold some of your systems to get some money back and well, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that was a look at the ROG Ally Extreme, right?
Yeah.
Versus the Steam Deck and a
Vita. Yeah.
And we'll catch y'all next time.
Yeah. All right. Later.
Bye.